Remember that end of that last video where I said, well, it'll probably be a box that I open in the next video. Here we are. I've got a box here from Field Marshal. I could not resist the sale he had for Star Wars Day, you know, the May the 4th, 5th, and 6th. I wasn't gonna buy anything, but then I was just like, that's a really good price. There's actually a lot of good sales going on for different makers and stuff like that, offering deals on their wares. I was looking at a few things, and I wound up going and buying this, even though I said no new projects because you don't have time to work on them anyway. But this has been on my list for a while, and I couldn't really resist. So, a couple things in this. Let's get them out of their box. Oh, got a receipt. And item number 1 is a base for the EE3. I finally got somewhere I can set my EE3 instead of it laying on its side on this shelf. Item number 2. Well, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Item number 3 is a kit. So let's pull out this first piece. If you don't know, well, that's something right there. Ooh, this is cool. Ooh, a bunch of parts. Man, I gotta keep all this organized and together. So if that first part didn't give it away, this part definitely will, if you haven't figured that out already. It's an E11! Looks like there's T-tracks on the inside here. Very cool. Definitely gonna need some of that. And I'm guessing the assembly poster is inside, because it looks like paper. I'm not quite sure the best way to get this out. It doesn't want to move. Oh gosh. He does these really cool exploded view posters with his kits. Gosh. Oh, trying to not ruin it. Yeah. So you don't really get directions, you know. You get an exploded view, and you get to figure out how to put it together yourself, and that's fine. You know, it'd be like if you bought a real Sterling, you wouldn't get instructions, you would just have to take it apart and figure it out. That's really awesome though. Oh man. This is the shoulder stock that folds up, and they don't use the shoulder stock in the movies, but that's cool. It's even spring-loaded like the real thing. Man, that is slick. That is really slick. These are just all the little, oh, here's the front sights right here. Oh, and here's the end of the barrel. That's really cool. This looks like internal trigger parts, maybe. So that other thing I bought was a stand for the E11, because that's the thing, is like, yeah, I could buy this and then it just sits sideways on my shelf, and it just seems silly. It's like you buy it really for display or trooping, so if you're not trooping with it, then it's kind of like, well, what is this? Oh, here's the Hengstler counter. little kit there, so you can. That's really cool. That was really cool. And there's a scope here. Comes with the kit that I got. I got the top kit. You know, the most expensive one, because he had a 20% off on that day on this 4th, 5th, and 6th. So it got like pretty much everything. It's got the Hengsler, it's got the scope and the rail and all the pieces you need to add on to it. There's some parts that I think you can add on later, like the metalmite thing. But I'm not sure if I'll use the scope because I have a couple vintage scopes, and then I already have a really nice M19 replica that I've already finished, and it is indistinguishable from the real thing because I used the real thing to like model all my weathering. So, man, this is really cool. I might just, oh, that's cool. This is the internal like plunger that goes right in here. That is really sweet. Just the rail goes on the top. So probably in here, like something like that, maybe. Something like that. And then here's the trigger assembly. That's nice, it's already got it together. Oh, that's gonna be cool because you can just like bolt it on, you know, and it's already assembled. Really cool. And what is this? Oh, another piece of the slide mechanism. It goes on the inside. So that's really cool. This is such a detailed prop. I know a ton of people have this kit. I've been eyeballing it since I found out about it. Just wanting to get it, but held off for one reason or another. Usually I was just like, I don't want to spend money right now. I got too many bills I gotta do, and not enough time to do them. So, that's really sweet. Oh, I saw the end cap. Yeah, the end cap is right here. And the other part of the Hengsler that goes, I think, no, that's the receiver for the whatchamacallit? The clip. I can brain sometimes, but today's not one of those days that I brain. Anyway, yeah, don't know when I'm going to get around to building this. I'll probably just slap together. I say slap it together. It's probably going to take me some time to put it together. But I don't want to lose any parts, and I find the best way to lose parts is if you can just kind of put it together, even though I won't have time to like paint it correctly and weather it down and all that. Maybe I can just put it together real fast. Well, not today anyway. So that's going to be it. Yeah, this is kind of been on my list for the longest time, and finally I decided to pull the trigger. There's a few more things that he has that on the site for sale that I really want. I really want to get the DH-17. That's been on my list for a really long time. I think that's kind of an underrated gun. And then there's the Leia blaster that he's coming out with soon. That's really cool. I already built an E11. Otherwise, I'd be after. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting the Return or the Empire Strikes Back one, but you know, everything costs money, and we're in a recession, so can't live too frivolously right now. But this was like the top of the list for me, and the reason why is it's probably the second most iconic gun in Star Wars, to be honest. Number one being the DL-44. It's hard to argue with that. You know, Han has one. You know, the heroes carry them. You know, Han and Luke both had them. And then the stormtroopers, their adversaries that they were shooting at all the time. This is the gun they had. So it's like, this is like number 2. And then like number 3 would probably be the EE3, just because it's Boba Fett. Then maybe, you know, as you move further down the line, you know, you get into like the DH-17 and the Leia blaster and some of the, you know, like the Cloud City Palace Guards and things like that. You know, they're a little bit more obscure. But this is like a big one. This is huge. So I gotta actually decide if there's other parts I want to get for this at some point. You know, like the power cylinders. That's the name of it, the metal mic thing. But for now, this is a big check in my list of wanting. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just another box of me opening stuff. Hopefully I'll get some time to work on things. It's not looking like it, but you never know. I'll try to update the videos more often with anything, but lately it's been nearly impossible. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.